To say the very least, there has been a lot of volatility for both stocks and bonds over the past 9 days. Mortgage rates have yo-yoed from some of the lowest rates we've seen this year back up to familiar highs in a matter of hours. How is Portland's real estate market handling all this chaos? Well, let's jump into the very latest in our local real estate stats and trends. I'm RRMilligan, and I am excited to bring you the very latest in stats and trends for the Portland metro real estate market. The sample that we're looking at is for the full Portland metro area, including Southwest Washington. If you have any questions at all, please post them in the comments and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So let's start with sale prices. Keep in mind that we're looking at sales that were agreed to about 3 to 6 weeks ago, so well before the events of the last couple of weeks. This week, the average sale price was up around 11% versus the previous week and landed about 2.9% higher than last year at this time. The difference between last year and this year is better than what we were seeing in March, so let's see if this trend starts to take hold in April. The supply of homes is on the rise. We saw a big jump in the number of homes that were listed for sale last week. That is to be expected given the time of year. If you've been following these reports, you know that buyers have had more homes to choose from compared to last year at this time, about 33% more this last week, which is a small tick down from the 34% we saw the previous week. Buyer demand has been relatively steady the last few weeks. The number of purchase contracts agreed to by buyers and sellers was down a hair compared to the previous week, but still landed about 5% higher than what we saw last year at this time, and that's despite the stock market volatility that started on April 3rd. As we headed into April, the number of lockbox opens was on the rise. Lockbox opens are one of our measures of high intent buyers out looking at homes with their agents, and it was up about 6.4% over last year at this time. We should be getting another set of lockbox open numbers shortly, and those numbers will be for last weekend when the stock and bond markets had already started spiraling. I really want to see how many buyers were actually out looking during that time. If I do get that update before I release this report on Friday, I will put that info right over here. So let's talk about mortgage rates. Last week at this time, the stock market was falling due to the slate of new tariffs announced by the administration. As a result, both the yield on the 10-year Treasury and mortgage rates were on their way down. At one point, I saw the 30-year fixed advertised for as low as 6%, but that didn't last because the yield on the 10-year Treasury started moving in the opposite direction it should have given market conditions, and as a result, the 30-year fixed shot up to 6.875%, with most lenders already over 7%. Rates mellowed back down to 6.75% by Thursday morning, but things are still very volatile. I'll check the rates on Friday morning and put any updates in the comment section. Well, looking forward, who knows? Normally at this point in the video, we try to look down the line around the corner to see what's coming and maybe see if that could inform which direction our market might be headed, and we just don't have that this week. This week, we did get better than expected reports on both inflation and jobs for March, but those reports all but got buried in the extreme market fluctuations that we were going through all week long. If there is anything enlightening to report by Friday morning after I release this video, I'll drop a note in the comment section. Well, you made it to the very end of the report. If I missed something or if there's something specific that you'd like to know about, please drop a note in the comment section. A lot happened this last week and I went through the stats pretty quickly, so just let me know. If not, then I will see you right here next week for the very latest in stats and trends from the Portland real estate market.